And 10 now from the 30.
Let him know. Let him know.
Switch, hey. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott, and he rifles one incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 10 more there and another 1st down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll try the sweep with Elliott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by nothing after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Green with a catch left side. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, L.A. Virgil Green, 75 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Try to force it to Allen. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. First down, Rivers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 more yards there and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They run it here with Gordon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
58, the mic. Exit, exit. Go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Black 15!
54 Mike.
Oh, you got D?
On 2nd and 12, Rivers across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
All day, every day, any day.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Finding some room at midfield. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 20. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Cooper again the target, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got back.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball.
Wait, 28.
Brady now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Edelman was the intended target. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down.
Hurry!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
61, matchbox lights.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Third and long for Mayfield. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. What I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
And the Patriots first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Hey, Delta. Hey.
Now a play fake. Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 72.
Now Brady. Just keeping the play alive. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wait, that. Alabama, 380.
Showing it, showing it.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check it, reload. Hey, exit.
All day, baby, all day, all day, baby, all day.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Brady, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfect. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Chase it. Wait, 20. Check 53. Hey, Alabama. Smooth. 53. Hey, 53. Check, let me go.
From the gun, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Here we go again. Bravo. 57's the mic. Watch 57. No, watch one. 57's the mic. Sugar.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Second down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Odell Beckham Jr. past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady now on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. This is taken at the 23. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From midfield, here's Brady. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Here's Brady. He'll let this go for the end zone. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that is incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Edelman set to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Braxton Berrios, 75 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Try to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's go, dude. Let's get 3 men now. 58, Mike. Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Myles Garrett giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returnable here for Callaway. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's our time. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Joseph is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 22. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he's got some space here. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 78 yards. And the Patriots can take the lead with the extra point. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Regular.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Patriots 32.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, set, wide, 80.
Set 53. I can't believe they let you play.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Brady on the keeper.
Wait, that, 380.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Right to the end.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd down, Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Let's
It's a turnover on downs.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game.